Football history was never ready for VAR. Maradona exposed. Lampard redeemed. Materazzi punished. Hey, what's a little headbutt worth anyway? VAR even turns bottlers into champions, just a little earlier than expected. Football fans have argued about these moments for years. The handballs, the ghost goals, the red cards, the title-deciding chaos. But today, VAR is not just ruining football in real time. It's going back in time and rewriting the whole sport. First stop, 1986, Argentina versus England. And somehow, football's most obvious handball actually worked. Maradona jumps up, misses the header completely, and full-on punches the ball into the net. The referee points to the center circle. England players are losing their minds, and Maradona celebrating like he's just discovered gravity. But this time, VAR is checking the goal. One replay, two replays, zoom in, enhance, enhance again, and finally, no goal. Maradona instantly starts pointing at the sky like, wait, ask him. It was his idea. And just like that, football history officially begins collapsing. England versus Germany. And somehow, football still hasn't invented goal line technology. Frank Lampard hits the shot, off the crossbar. The ball bounces so far over the line, it practically buys a ticket for the front row. And somehow, the referee says play on. Even the German goalkeeper turns around like, lads, that was definitely in. England players are screaming. Fans are screaming. Commentators are having a full mental breakdown. But this time, VAR is checking the goal. One angle, two angles, zoom in, enhance, enhance again for absolutely no reason. And this review takes approximately half a second. Goal awarded. Years later, England players are still celebrating. Lampard's running around Wembley like he's just won the World Cup. And honestly, he probably deserves it at this point. 2006 World Cup final. France versus Italy. The biggest stage in football. And somehow, it ends like a WWE pay-per-view. Materazzi says something to Zidane. Nobody knows what, but whatever it was apparently worth risking the entire World Cup final for. Zidane turns around, walks forward, and absolutely launches a headbutt straight into his chest. Materazzi hits the floor like his internet just disconnected. The stadium goes silent. Players are panicking, and somewhere, a FIFA executive is having a heart attack. Normally, straight red card, end of story. But this time, VAR is checking the incident. One replay, two replays, slow motion, ultra slow motion. One more replay because the VAR officials cannot believe what they're seeing. And after a full review, the referee changes the decision. Red card, Materazzi. Reason? Talking too much. Honestly, that might be the first accurate VAR decision ever made. Zidane just stands there like, what? Me? And now, the most dramatic title-winning moment in Premier League history. Manchester City versus QPR. 93 minutes, 20 seconds. City need a goal. Fans are crying. Managers are stressed. Half the stadium already thinks it's finished. One guy's already halfway to the car park. Then suddenly, the ball falls to Aguero, and the commentator completely loses control of the English language. Aguero! The stadium explodes. Players pile onto each other. One fan faints. Another fan's already climbing a traffic light. Absolute chaos. But this time, VAR is checking for offside. And immediately, the lines come out. Red lines, blue lines, diagonal lines. One line somehow ends up in a completely different sport. The VAR officials are arguing like they're trying to launch a NASA rocket. One guy's measuring pixels, another guy's drawing triangles for absolutely no reason, and one bloke in the corner is just nodding, pretending he understands any of it. 5 minutes later, they still have absolutely no idea what's happening. One official says, "I think his kneecap might be offside." Another guy replies, "Whose kneecap?" And finally, after enough lines to redesign the London Underground map, the decision arrives. Goal stands. Probably. Honestly, that might still be the official VAR process today. But then, VAR goes too far. The officials stop reviewing matches and start reviewing entire seasons. Every offside, every foul, every dodgy penalty, every letter of apology from PGMOL. The VAR room now looks less like football and more like a government conspiracy board. Lines everywhere, screens everywhere. One guy hasn't blinked in 6 hours. And suddenly, one official notices something. One decision changes everything. The room goes silent. Alarms start flashing. And then, someone reaches for the ultimate button. VAR override. One official panics. "You can't do that!" Another guy whispers. He's actually doing it. The button gets pressed. The screens flicker. The Premier League table changes. Manchester City disappear from first place. And finally, the screen reveals VAR decision. Arsenal win the league. Somewhere in North London, an open-top bus parade starts immediately, despite the season not actually being over. And honestly, maybe football history was never supposed to have VAR.